company had investors like General Motors, Firestone Tire, Standard Oil of California, and Mack Trucks. These were companies that made money selling cars, fuel, tires, and buses. After acquiring a city's streetcar system, national city lines would typically convert the routes to buses, often General Motors buses, running on roads that needed fuel and tires. In 1949, several executives and the companies involved were actually convicted in federal court of conspiracy to monopolize the sale of buses and related products. The fine was $5,000 each. Whether this was one of the primary causes of the streetcar's decline, or just one factor among many, is something historians still debate. Target's Pregnancy Predictor. Sometime around 2010, a man walked into a Target store in Minnesota and asked to speak with a manager. He was angry because Target had been sending coupons to his teenage daughter, and the coupons were for baby products. He wanted to know why a major retailer was sending that kind of material to a high school student. The manager apologized and said it must have been a mistake. Then, a few days later, the manager called the father back to follow up. It turned out his daughter was pregnant, and she had not yet told her family. Target had figured it out before he did. This was not a coincidence. Target had deliberately built a system to predict which of its customers were pregnant, and it had been working quietly for years before that story became public. The system worked by analyzing the specific products pregnant women bought, as well as the timing of their purchases. Things like unscented lotion, certain vitamins, cotton balls, and hand sanitizer showed up in patterns entirely different from the general population. When a customer's buying behavior started matching those patterns, the algorithm assigned them what the team called a pregnancy prediction score. The system was so accurate that it was able to estimate a due date within a fairly narrow range. When the story became public through a New York Times article in 2012, the reaction was immediate. People were unsettled, not because Target had done something illegal, but because it had done something that felt like a serious invasion of privacy without anyone realizing it was happening. Target did not shut the algorithm down, but it changed how it used the results. Instead of sending coupons that were obviously targeted